Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Hollywood Lanes, 2961 West Liberty Avenue. It's a little hard to find, I've been told. It's right in the middle of this little shopping center. Look for Dunkin' Donuts. Then there's a door all lit up, and you walk down the steps and you find us. We do this the first Monday of each month. We're happy to be here. I heard Jeff's down in Florida, Jeffrey Park, the owner of Hollywood Lanes. He's down in FLA, so we're doing a show without him. I got Smokin' Jim Frazier. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. You can see us on Verizon 32 everywhere in the Pittsburgh area, from Nemacolin to Cranberry, Wexford. Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. That's how Comcast divided the area up, but it's only available in Bethel Park. Then on Facebook, we hit 6,400 likes the other day. We're down about 4 or 5 likes, so thank you for all the likes on that. We appreciate you liking our page. You can like our Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, and we've been doing this show for 5 years, and we have a sponsor of our opening segment. It's called What's on Your Mind. Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station sponsors the opening segment of What's on Your Mind, and we're going to start that right now. Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
don't break it.
You got to see Levine.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming out. Big hand for our photographer, Hall of Famer Frank Fabus is in the house. Congratulations to the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series. They broke a over 100-year curse. Because of Chicago and the Boston Red Sox, now we got to focus on other cities that are cursed. How about the Pitt Panthers turning into the eyesore on the North Shore? They haven't won the championship since 1976, 40-year curse. 1958, Bobby Lane was traded from the Detroit Lions to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bobby Lane put a curse on the Detroit Lions. 60 years, no championship. Sid Bream in 1992 put a curse on the Pittsburgh Pirates. No championship since then. The biggest curse since the curse of the Bambino happened in 2012 when the Pittsburgh Steelers fired Bruce Arians. Pittsburgh since then been a mediocre team, only won 1 playoff game. Pittsburgh, if you want to see another Super Bowl, you better apologize to Bruce Arians, and maybe he might lift the curse.
Thanks, Smokin' Jim. I'm learning about curses all year this year. I'm glad you discovered them. And with the Sid Bream curse, we're actually back to 1979. So Sid Bream didn't put us on. That was the last time we won the World Series. Smokin' Jim's an NFL scout, Steelers scout, boxing expert, model expert. So when it comes to baseball, he does it for entertainment. And that was 108 years for the Cubbies. What's on my mind is I looked at the schedule. I saw Baltimore. They lost 4 in a row. I started to smile a little bit. Well, that was the last time I smiled. When that game started, I don't know what team showed up, but that was the worst Steeler game that I've seen, and I've seen a lot in my life here. So it's just unbelievable. Whether Big Ben came back too soon or not, his throws weren't there. We had so many 3-and-outs, it was crazy. We had like 7 punts in the first half. We had 54 yards in the first half. We had 70 yards in penalties. We had more yardage with penalties. And the third quarter ended, and all of a sudden, Big Ben found something. About 261 yards later, the game was over. We had a kick. We had an onside kick that I give Boswell credit. I saw what he did with Rice University. He made that kick, and they recovered it. He kicked it behind with the other foot. You can go Google it or YouTube it. You'll see what he did. He actually did a nice job with that. They recovered it, but it didn't happen. It only went 1 foot. It's a laughingstock today. It's on ESPN. It's on every station. It's what's on my mind. I predicted 12-4. I'm going down to 10-6 right now because I'm still hopeful we can win it, because usually we beat Baltimore when they come back here. We have a tough game at their place, but to play a game like that, I can't repeat myself. It was just terrible. But that's what's on my mind. We're going to bring up our guests in a minute or two, and we got a show to do, so stay tuned. All right, Aaron, introduce yourself.
I'm Aaron Romeo, and I live in the Pittsburgh area. Currently reside in Castle Shannon, from Brentwood Carrick originally. And basically what I do is I do podcasts as well as music too. I have a certain style of music. It's called goth hop. And also...
You're an entertainer.
Yeah, basically, to sum it up.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. I know you're a sports guy too. Did you watch the World Series?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched pieces and bits, actually.
Did you? Each day?
Yeah, yeah. And, mostly Game 6 and 7, where the, height of the series really picked up.
Yeah, it was good. Definitely. Who did you like going in?
The Cubs.
Okay.
I was hoping to see. I mean, you kind of wish both teams could win, for Cleveland Indians, too. It's been a long time as well, 68 years since they've won. So
quite a record. Smoking Jim.
Yes.
Now he knows.
Yeah. So that was something nice to see. I'm not a Cubs fan, I would say.
Are you a Bucco fan?
Oh, yes. Pirates are my favorite.
Okay.
Also a Red Sox fan.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah, and this was, not bandwagon. This is before that, period of time.
I'm asking afterwards.
Yeah.
I
not
trust
so
you.
much, no.
I trust you. Those bandwagons come and go. People jump on and off.
Yeah.
Definitely. And we had you on here a couple years ago at SIPS. You told me the date, April 7th, 2014.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, we...
And we went over not World Series, but Super Bowls with you. What were we talking about that? I remembered...
Yeah, it was a lot of Super Bowl history we discussed, and, we were kind of joking, like, how did he go over this? I mean, this was when I, was sitting up in my room all alone as a youngster and, writing poetry and going over sports trivia. So, anything to
tied in together.
Keep my mind off other stuff. So it's...
Well, you did well with that. We're not going to go back over the Super Bowls. I appreciate it then. What do you think of the Steelers? Do you watch the Steelers at all? Or not so much?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in limbo with that. I mean, I do watch them, of course, when I get
I'm getting in limbo because Smoking Jim says they don't want to be great. They just want to be 8-8.
I mean, that's possible. 10-6. I like that prediction. We're all at the
Well, I
table.
was at 12-4 beginning of the year, so I've slipped a little bit.
Basically,
I had to bring it down a little because when they play teams under 500, they play under 500.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not very good.
No. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting rest of the year.
We got half a year left, 8 games to go.
I think they'll pick it up some.
I'm hopeful. Big Ben will get healthier, that's for sure. And I don't know what happened with Bell and the line, the offensive line, the defensive line, whatever. Baltimore didn't do well either. They had one 95-yard play where Mike Wallace caught the ball. Other than that, they didn't do much. So
yeah, an ex-Steeler right there.
Yeah.
So
he went for the money. He went for the money to Miami. Then he went to Minnesota. Now he's at Baltimore.
Yeah, he jumped around a bit, but
he's still fast.
Oh yeah, incredibly fast. He runs, I believe he runs, if I remember this right, the 40-yard dash in 4.2 seconds. So, yeah.
That's fast.
That's amazing.
No, it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not quite as fast, but
Well, that sign, the
that's
wind
why I'm
blew.
not on the field. I'm the observing. So.
Definitely. No doubt about it. What other things do you do?
Besides that, I'm pursuing music as well.
What do you do in music?
I'm an entertainer, an artist. I do goth hop. It's a mixture of industrial metal and hip hop mixed together. So, and that's something I actually started sometime in 2014,
Get on.
2013, along with pursuing acting as well.
Sure.
So me and Jim talked about as well.
He's in tune with it, I'm telling you. He doesn't just yeah. He's in tune with it. He's sincere.
I mean, it's a process, like anything, it takes time. Sometimes I get impatient about certain things, or, you might get discouraged. But, the key is, don't give up, in whatever you're doing or whatever you really want in life. It's something, it's really deep
Well, do you
inside
wanna do
your
it?
heart. And
You want to do it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you're doing it. Now, what's this
Absolutely.
podcast? Tell us about the podcast.
Well, this podcast, I've been doing those for, here and there for a number of years. And it's called Everything with Aaron, and I talk about different subjects.
Now you can talk about Pittsburgh Sportsline on there.
That's right. That's a
Because you
good
made
topic.
it again.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these days. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man. This is brutal.
Yeah, I mean, I've had interviews with different people and, different subjects I talked about, whether it's like daily news, topics on people's minds or, any like random.
How about models? Smoking Jim's a great man with models. Maybe you could get him on the show.
Absolutely.
Would he have to be there with you?
And bring the models too. So.
Well, that's what I'm getting for to help you there. Where would he meet you at for this model show? I'm just setting this up. I'm connecting the dots.
Well, whatever. He'd meet me at the studio where I record this.
Where do you record at?
At MCM.
Where's that at?
Recorded at MCM in Mount Oliver area.
Okay.
Close to the city. It's
Smoking
Pittsburgh
Jim
area.
could find that.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that dump.
And then
Well, I guess you have to delay that till you change studios.
Yeah, and I've also recorded another one on by Camp Horn Road. It's moved locations, so I mean it's different places. It's not one specific.
Bring
area
3
as well,
models, and
but-
he'll get you a better studio.
But that's a work in progress.
It'll meet
as
your
well,
expectations. Just trying to help out here. No, I'm glad you made it. Any way they can contact you or get a hold of you?
Absolutely.
Say it now.
You can contact me, my website, AaronRomeo412.com, and then on Reverb Nation, Aaron Romeo 412. It's after the /, and then SoundCloud as well, and then Amazon. I'm on Google Play.
They can find you out
else?
on social media everywhere.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Okay.
All different facets.
No, that sounds great. Anything else you want to say to put out there? You got a couple minutes if you want it.
Absolutely. To everybody out there, I appreciate you coming out, and anyone that's chasing their goals or their dreams,
Sure.
so to speak, continue to follow them. Don't
Maybe
give
they
up.
can collaborate with you,
That's right. Yeah.
right? You're doing it.
Yeah,
You're out there
yeah.
trying these things.
Yeah.
No, I give you a lot of credit. And I want to thank you for coming back to our show.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I appreciate
Go ahead.
it. And also, I have one more thing. I'm involved with a benefit November 19th in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's a Help the Homeless benefit for the community and everything. And everyone's welcome to come out.
Where do they go?
Support to the Power Ultra Lounge in Little Rock, Arkansas. I mean, that's a bit of a
journey.
Yeah, but it's worth it, and that's about it.
Oh, that sounds great. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Welcome to the show. I know it's been a couple years for you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has? Well, I'm glad you made it. Just speak into the mic. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Smoking Jim doesn't need that mic, as you found out. He could throw that mic away. What an introduction. I heard some of that when I first met you, but I've seen you in the ring. Can't wait to see you again. What's going on, champ?
Well, on the horizon, I got December 3rd fighting a guy named Alonzo Butler. He's 30-3.
Where at?
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Wow, you're traveling down to Tennessee. Nice.
I'm trying to do something for Pittsburgh.
Good. I wish you luck.
Yeah.
What else is happening?
Well, it's for 3 belts.
Pardon me?
It's for 3 belts.
You're going to bring 3 belts back? That sounds fantastic. What are they?
It's the WBC, the GBC, them is North American titles, and then it's the Tennessee State title.
That sounds awesome. I know you can do it.
I'm trying.
Well, where you at working out now?
Well, we got a good camp going on right now. We do a lot of our training up at LA Fitness. I got a new technical boxing trainer. We've been going over different stuff. Beto Jones.
Okay.
I got a pretty good team right now. So.
Good. So you're out there swinging.
I'm trying. I've been out of the ring for 11 months.
Is it that long?
Yeah. Fought Justin Novera in January. I haven't been in the ring since then.
Wow. So you're working on getting back to it.
I never left it.
Nice. Well, that's good to hear. But December 3rd, you'll be in the real ring.
Yeah.
Going for belts.
Yeah. I'll be fighting December 3rd.
Nice. What else is going on?
Just trying to do something for the city. That's all. Trying to stay undefeated.
Nice. What's your record now?
9-0, 1 draw, 5 knockouts.
Nice. That's pretty good.
And I mean, I would like to battle the guy that I got the draw with again. Yeah. Not sure how that would go.
Well, you got to get this December 3rd thing straightened out with 3 belts. Then you can worry about the draw, man.
That's my short-term goal. Get these belts. That's my short-term goal.
All right, long-term, you're looking at
long-term
draw.
I need to figure out. We fought twice as amateurs, and we went 1-1 against each other, and then we draw as pros. So I feel as though
you need to win on them.
We need to know who's better.
You got it. No, it sounds like a plan. Then what after that? What are you looking at? Haven't thought that far yet, or?
Me, I'm a fighter. That's what I want to do. I want to fight. So whatever comes after that is.
Well, you got your team there.
Yeah, that's
they can search the world for you.
They're doing that now.
Okay.
We try and search the world in 90 days.
Nice. Well, I'm sure they'll come up with something.
I'll fight every week if I could.
Whoa. You got any questions for our man?
Well, for a while there, we were trying to get, what is it, Eddie? Is Eddie still in your future, man?
I mean, he's a great fight. He's a good fighter. And I mean, I like Eddie. We tried to set that fight as pros. As y'all know, we got an amateur background together. But we try to set that fight as pros, and it probably just wasn't the time. It just probably wasn't the time for it. So we're not really pushing that issue, but if he wants to, if he wants an opportunity, we'll be glad to present him that opportunity.
Well, I think the guy down in Tennessee probably looked at your record, only 9 fights. He probably think, wow, he got an easy fight being in. He got almost 35 fights, but he's going to be in for a rude awakening when you get there, man.
I mean, that's our game plan. That's definitely our game plan to make it a fight that he ain't never been in before. And we just hoping for the best. I mean, I got my team in my corner, and number one of all, I got God in my corner, so we're going to do what we got to do.
And you looking big about them shoulders, man. You doing that all natural?
Yeah, this is all natural. Ain't no steroids over here. I'll pass any drug test that they want me to take. You
look like James Harrison a little bit, bro.
Hey, look, I been doing different stuff. I ain't gonna tell y'all my secrets, but I've been doing different stuff.
There's other natural things he's taking, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
What are you prying for?
Ain't no steroids over here. Bring your drug test.
Smoking Jim's always going that way. Look at him. What did he do? I want to know the shipments that he had. He was 140 pounds in high school.
Yeah,
and he was fast. He was on the track. Now he looks like 350.
He must have just stopped running, that's all.
He told me it was powerlifting.
That may do it.
He was a fast powerlifting running back from Gateway.
Hey, well, we never really liked Gateway. I'm a Penn Hills Indian.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Wow. There goes. I can't give him the mic. Watch this. Here we go.
You get a piece of that school district money from Penn Hill that they robbed?
No, I ain't getting none of that. No, I ain't getting none of that. I wish I could have got my hands on some of it. I mean, if it wasn't stolen, I probably would have got some, but I don't want to go in no book as a thief.
I don't blame you. Stay with your team and look to the future here.
Oh, if they tell me that I'm a thief, I want to steal this boxing game. That's what I want to steal.
I like it. Good luck with that.
I'm trying.
I know. I see it. I believe it. You look like you can do it.
I feel like I could do it.
Oh, there it is.
Last question, man. I know you don't look backwards, but I always felt like Clark from West Virginia has been ducking you. You called him out in the ring. He's been fighting them setups for a long time. How do you feel about Clark ducking you for about 1.5 years in West Virginia?
That's a good question. I guess he's ducking because we all know why.
He doesn't want to lose?
I don't feel like me and him will probably ever touch gloves in the ring. Power-wise or speed-wise, boxing technicabilities, I feel like I could beat him in every last one of them. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Travis Clark a lot. I like him a lot. But, I mean, we went over this. We had a face-off in the ring, and we said we was going to put both of our belts on the line, and it just never happened. So I kind of got to the point of being past that. I'm like trying to get to the next level. I want to go overseas and fight them and bring belts back over here, and I'm trying to do it for the city. I'm trying to do it for me.
To do it right.
I love myself. So in that case, I want to be the best every time I show.
I give you credit there.
And like Jim said, I do float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I'm the great reincarnation of Muhammad Ali.
Whoa. There we go. You're warming up there, champ.
Hey, I might have a little bit more power than Ali though.
Maybe.
And I'm trying to set records. If you look at every fighter's debut, okay, they said Tyson had the fastest debut knockout. Tyson's debut knockout was 1 minute and 38 seconds. Freddie Latham, Too Slick Freddie Latham's knockout pro debut was 45 seconds.
Wow.
Makes my knockout faster. And I'm going to be the first. I'm the first person in boxing history to bring home 3 belts with only
December 3rd.
And under 13 fights. Wow. So that's what my goal is. That's what my goal is, and I believe with the team I got, I believe we can make it happen.
I like your plans.
So
Sounds good for you and the city of Pittsburgh.
like I said, I love my city. I'm a diehard fan.
Do you like sports other than boxing? What do you watch?
I do like sports. I watch.
What'd you think of the Steelers? Come on now.
Yeah.
Man. Never mind. We'll talk later about that. We'll talk off air. That game was brutal.
It was.
It was hard watching it. I got to say it again.
Yeah. It's.
Because I'm a diehard Steeler fan. I'm still black and gold. Look, I still predict they'll be 10-6.
I like 10-6.
We'll win that division too.
Hopefully.
Hey, I'm hopeful.
Hey, that's all we could be is hopeful, right?
Every day. It's a blessing.
Unless we is out there ourselves.
Amen. We take it right from them.
That's the only way. That's the only way you could
I
get
played
it.
football without steroids right here at Keystone Oaks. So.
Hey, I don't think a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people's on steroids.
I asked Smoking Jim. He thinks everybody's on them. He's looking in the mirror.
So who all in Pittsburgh do you think is on steroids, sport wise?
Oh, jeez.
Well, it's not so much. You just look at it this way. If somebody offered you the opportunity to make $100 million and you can take a supplement or some steroids or something, that everything that's these guys are taking, some of it you get over the counter, it's just illegal in the National Football League. So if somebody made you that offer, there's very few people that would turn that down. And I don't know, I've never met anybody from Penn Hills that would do that.
I'll definitely turn it down.
You took the challenge really good there, champ.
I would definitely turn it down. 100,000 would be a lot to turn down, but
100 million.
100 million is even more to turn down. But my health is more important than all that. So at the end of the day, steroids tear your body down, and you just can't live with them.
All of a sudden, you a doctor?
No, I ain't no doctor.
You trying to live forever?
Hey, look, I want to live as long as I can.
Hey, look here. You want to take care of your family and live quality of life, man. $100 million would do a whole lot, brother.
It would.
Who's offering this $100 million?
I truly believe it would, but
Your man on your team's got the $100 million.
I mean, if I'm not around to spend this $100 million with the family, what am I
forget
doing
about
anyway?
it. Forget about it then, right?
Right.
I'm with you.
Jose Canseco's still around, brother. Barry Bonds is still around. All them guys are still around, man.
All right. Well, the last thing I want to do is be stripped of greatness, and the way of being stripped of greatness is steroids. So, if I need steroids to be great, then I don't want to be great.
Hold it. You're already 9-0. You're going to bring 3 belts home in less than 13 fights.
That's what the plan is.
I'm smelling some greatness.
I smell gold.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm trying.
You got to come back after that. Be on a show with us.
I'll definitely line them up right here on the table.
Oh, man. That'd be awesome. We've had some people with belts on our shows when they've won them before. That'd be great.
Well, we're going to make it happen then.
All right.
History in the making. Remember the name.
Well,
Too Slick Freddie Latham.
Here's the other thing that happens. When you're a guest on Pittsburgh Sportsline, you get good karma. We've had people that hadn't won a fight come on our show. They're undefeated. We've had people that got into business. They're winning championships, other sports, models, you name it. So you're in. There he goes with the models. He didn't bring any tonight, but I think he's getting weak on that schedule.
He may not have brought none tonight, but I met one. Jesse?
All right, that's enough of this.
Yeah. We back on the sports.
We're back to sports. All right. We just wandered around a little bit.
I like sports shows. And you said they're good, but I heard y'all talking about curses earlier.
Well, he brings up the curses. I look at the positivity. He looks at the negativity. I'm about the positive and what you build on and what you make out of it. I don't worry about yesterday. I worry about today. And then what you do tomorrow. What's going on? I can change your thought.
Today, was another day in the office. Tomorrow, it's going to be back to the office. We look good tonight. We're in our sweatpants and hoodies in the morning.
I like that. Sounds good.
We tying our running shoes up for this one, baby.
Are you? I hope so. I know what your plan is. You got till December 3rd. I think I mentioned that a few times.
Yeah. I do got till December 3rd, and I feel like I'm in great shape now. So by December 3rd, I want to be in tremendous shape.
Sounds great. Hey, thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for putting up with us a little bit here, having some fun. We appreciate you, and good luck here.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me.
All right, we had a couple guests that couldn't make it and confirmed for the show, so you're going to hear me and Smoking Jim do a little discussion. He's got a lot of good things going on, and I got to ask him about his event that he was involved in last night, the City League Hall of Fame. He does this is the second year in a row. Just amazing. No, third year. Third year this has gone on, so I need to hear the update. They had it last night at the John Hines History Center, and I heard they had about 600 people there. So, Smoking Jim, what happened?
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. Yeah, the guys that know the City League of Pittsburgh, they get very little recognition in the inner cities. Everybody seems to have a Hall of Fame. The WPIL has a Hall of Fame. Penn Hills Indians have their own Hall of Fame. Gateway has a Hall of Fame. So many schools have a Hall of Fame. The city of Pittsburgh produced so many great athletes, and they never had their Hall of Fame, and they get very little recognition. So 3 years ago, we decided to get together and induct some guys into Hall of Fame. The first year, the Blue Line Grill donated their upstairs for us. We expected 75 people, and 200 showed up. The next year, we went to the Holiday Inn in Oakland, and the capacity was 270, and there was 300 people there. So yesterday, the John Hines History Center was able to give us a room that held 500 people. They put 500 chairs out there. We got 600 people out at the City League Hall of Fame. Big hand for the City League Hall of Famers. Special thanks to friend of the show, Sindel Taylor, came out to present awards. She's Miss Allegheny County, America. Also had my favorite bodybuilder, Candy Turner, come out. And Pittsburgh's fastest rising star, Christina Reed, came out to help with the awards for us.
That's pretty good, Smoking Jim. Can you drop any names of guys that got in there and legends?
Well, you got to be pretty old to remember some of these guys, but we try to put in guys. If it's close, we put in guys who are a little bit older. We put our first team in. Team is considered maybe the greatest team in Pennsylvania history. They finished undefeated, won a state championship, finished ranked second in the nation, the 1976 Fifth Avenue High School team led by Sam Clancy, Warnie Macklin, Puffy Kennedy, and Will Clark.
That's amazing. Did they all show up?
Well, unfortunately, Warnie Macklin is the late, great Warnie Macklin. He passed away a number of years ago. But most of the team showed up.
Was Sam Clancy there?
Big Sam was there.
That's my man. He was on our show.
Yeah, Big Sam was so great that he not only was an All-American at Pitt in basketball, but he played 15 years in the National Football League in football. He went right from basketball player to play in the NFL for 15 years. So what a great athlete he is. He works currently for the University of Pittsburgh, so they basically giving him a paycheck. I have no idea what he does.
He told us what he was doing.
I have no idea what he does.
He told us.
I called his office a few times. It just rings, man. I think that phone's in the closet, but he's getting a paycheck. That's all that's good.
He's a good man. I know that. Any other stars you want to mention? Because there were a bunch of them.
Well, we had a guy on the name that was on our show, Will the Thrill Macon, from Perry High School. They won a state championship. He was an All-American in high school at Perry High School, ranked as one of the top 50 players in the country. Coach K recruited him to play in the same recruiting class as Grant Hill. But unfortunately, he went to Perry, so he didn't have good grades. So he settled for DePaul. They couldn't get him in Duke, so he settled for DePaul. But he ended up getting his degree, 5 years.
That's not bad. He was a great guest, too.
Including summer school.
Well, we're not going to talk about all the degrees you have from Cal U. Basket weaving 1, 2, and 3.
Speaking of Cal U is ranked in the top 10 in the country right now in football. Their toughest game, they won by about 35 points. They beat Slippery Rock, who's outstanding this year. Slippery Rock's quarterback is Don King's grandson, so Slippery Rock's getting broke off, believe me.
How do you know?
Don King's putting that money in the program, man.
Wow. I don't know about that. He got sponsors.
He got a lot of money.
No doubt about it. Anybody else you can tell us about? A lot of great players. I know that.
Well, a lot of great players, but I actually wrote a story on it. And my story is surrounded around Vaughn E. Ferguson, the finest track star I ever seen.
Really?
So all the great ones was there, but all the photos of my story will be on Vaughn E. Ferguson. Beautiful, beautiful.
When's
man.
that story come out?
It comes out on Wednesday, so.
Oh, we only got to wait till tomorrow.
So it was almost a fight at the Heinz History Center. They had about maybe 200 people from the Hill, all of them Fifth Avenue Shenley fans, and they didn't like when I said that the 2016 Alderdice team would beat them by 20.
Wow. I don't know about that.
I was a little outnumbered.
And outspoken as usual.
But I had the mic so I could say what I want.
Who else did you fire up?
Not too many people, but I tell you what, we had some greats come back. Skip may remember this guy. I didn't know. He played for Peabody. His name is Mike Barnes. In 1977, white guy, Skip, he's a white guy. In 1977, he was voted the NFL most valuable defensive lineman for the Baltimore Colts. He came back,
wow.
He played for Peabody High School.
That's
so that's
amazing.
Outstanding, yeah.
Some good stuff. How many people did you induct this year?
Living or dead?
Both.
Okay, we inducted.
Tell me the living ones first.
We inducted 30 living players and 25 that had passed away.
55 inductees.
Yeah, so it was a long night.
Wow, I can only imagine. What time did it start?
It started promptly. We had a little CP time, but promptly it started at 5 o'clock and ended close to midnight.
That's actually not bad for you.
We had a DJ.
No way.
Next time we'll get my man to DJ for us, man. What's the name of your mixed music? Yeah, all right, I want to get a piece of that next year.
Well, he tried giving you the numbers. Maybe he'll write it down for you this time.
I'm going to take it right off the tape when it comes on TV Wednesday.
All right, the show will be on Wednesday night.
Did anybody tell Fast Freddie Latham that women was bad for his legs for a fighter? Did anybody say that?
What was?
Yeah. I mean, he ain't on steroids, but
Wow.
just so you know, Fred, that's what I heard anyhow.
I don't know if he believes you.
But just something a little bit off the record. Recently, if everybody wants to get out, I know you guys are all boxing fans here. 2 weeks ago, I talked to Pazienza, and his movie is coming out in 2 weeks. He says he's excited about it. Of course, he still goes out every night. He don't get home till 6 o'clock in the morning. Paz still parties like he's a rock star. But they got a movie about his life, and he said he's been involved in it, and he's real happy about it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that movie as well.
Hey, speaking of him, now you do other shows. Was this on a show, one of the shows you produce?
Yeah, we do a boxing show called Pittsburgh Ring Talk.
What's it called?
Pittsburgh Ring Talk. We've got everybody on there except for people from Penn Hills.
Because I think you got a guy here sitting here. You got to introduce him to Claudio.
Yeah.
Isn't that the host of your show?
Yeah,
Claudio Rilzano, your brother from another mother.
And we've gotten all Italian guests. We done had Bruno Sammartino on there. Donnie Lalonde's been on there. Paziano's been on the show. So Claudio's connected.
When's your next show?
I think in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Right before Thanksgiving.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What else are you doing? You got other shows. Your business partner, what's her show?
Jody Velasquez. Yeah, we do a show called First and 10 with Smoking Jim and Jody. Chris Moore calls her Big Leg Jody. But she looks good on the show. She don't like to sit behind the desk. She likes to sit in the chair and cross her legs. So the ratings is going through the roof because of that.
She's the author of Slick Move Guide. She's been on our show many times. It's a great book. Yeah, do you even mention that on the show?
Never. I forgot she was an author, man.
She's an award-winning author.
Yeah, for real.
2 years ago, she won a third place
thanks for reminding me.
Well, that's your business partner. I thought I'd help you out.
But on Wednesday, I actually got a great interview with somebody that's a friend of the show. Who's our favorite female bodybuilder? Teresa?
I can't keep track of them.
The bodybuilder, the professional bodybuilder.
Teresa Vanchik.
Yeah, we're going to do a show together on Wednesday. She's going for a pro card. She has more muscle than anybody, male or female, ever seen. The details is unbelievable. If you guys get a chance to see her, she's definitely the most muscular.
Tell her I said hello.
Yeah, and she's beautiful. She's beautiful, and but she got muscles from head to toe. We're going to do a show. She's going for a pro card in Miami, Florida, in 2 weeks.
Sounds great. Are you going to have her take her clothes off and model? You didn't think about it. Get the bikini out.
Yeah. She promotes herself real well, and she'll put on the dresses and everything else. And we had her at SIPS, and we had her at PNC Park.
Yeah.
And you can attest to that. I mean, she has muscle on top of muscle, ma'am. But she's still sexy.
Yes, she is. I co-sign that with you, buddy. Definitely. Well, that's a good show coming up. What else do you got going on? What do you think?
Well, like I predicted, I told everybody that Gateway was going to put out the #1 running back in the state of Pittsburgh history, Zane the Train. He ran for 356 yards on Gateway in regular season. He was 40 yards away from 3,000 yards in one season. I called Zane the Train up because I've been trying to get him a full scholarship to Stanford University. He has a 4.4 grade point average that matches his 40 speed. I told him don't play against Gateway because they got a bounty out on you. but he didn't want to listen. He didn't even make it through the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. Gateway put him out. Gateway got McKeesport this week, and then after they beat McKeesport, they're at Heinz Field. I can't wait.
Wow.
And I think Penn Hills is out of the. Penn Hills didn't make the playoffs. 4-6. They didn't make the playoffs.
I don't know why you're mentioning Penn Hills.
I don't know either. Somebody that I thought was from Wilkinsburg, all of a sudden he from Penn Hills now. He like the Jeffersons. He done moved on up. Yeah, when he go, he went to the Penn Hills prom. Now all of a sudden he from Penn Hill.
Hey, it counts. Those are how they keep score.
That's all right. I'm gonna ask his daddy where he went to high school, and I think he was homeschooled. You don't throw combinations like that if you went to school 8 hours a day. I think he was homeschooled, man.
He worked out afterwards.
He's one of the best speaking boxers I ever heard. When he said he was going to get 3 belts before his 13th fight, I thought he was going to be the next Leon Spinks, but he talks a lot better than Leon Spinks on it.
He looks better,
when
too.
Leon had about
he looks
7.
Better.
When Leon had
he looks
about 7.
better than Spinks, too. So I can't believe you're picking on my man. He's one of my favorites. He called me to make sure where the show was because you didn't tell me he'd be here. Then he passed it on up. Then he turned around.
I'm a little hard to get on the phone sometimes, I guess. I got a text-only phone.
Text only to some. That's the key. It's a specific texter. Once in a while I get through.
But real quick with the Pittsburgh Steelers,
What's your thoughts?
Well, I've been trying to get the Pittsburgh Steelers to, number one, fire Keith Butler. He's no defensive coordinator. Also, I hate to say it because I love the guy, but I would get rid of Joey Porter. He's doing nothing with the outside linebackers. But I think the Steelers should move Shazier to right outside linebacker. He's a guy that can run a 4.3 40. He put pressure on the left tackles. He would scare anybody. The coaches in the Steeler organization that I talked to, they all says, no, we can't do that. But if you guys are old enough to remember, the Steelers had a great middle linebacker by the name of Chad Brown that they used to put at right outside linebacker on pass rush situations. And he ended up being one of the highest paid players in the league when Seattle broke him off. So it has been done before.
And Chad Brown and his wife left here because there weren't enough sushi places.
That is true, man. That is true. Well, yeah, what a great player he was.
No, you make some good points, Smoking Jim, but that was a difficult game to watch. I don't know if you got to see it, but
no, I taped it, but I was down at the Heinz History Center all day because I forgot to tell you we had the Eddie Jeffries Award, Media Award, which I was hoping I would have been the first recipient of, but
didn't you get the vote?
No, but a guy that's a friend of the show said to tell you hi. He ended up winning it. A guy by the name, an author by the name of Jim O'Brien that wrote all the books on Chuck Noll, Lambert, you name it. He wrote the book, about 28 books, and he's a friend of the show. Yeah,
there's a great guy there. He's the only guy to be on our show. We normally have a lot more guests. He was the only guest that day.
Yeah, that's true. And he carried that hour, man, easy. Yeah.
Oh, it was strong.
And then I tell you what, man, I'm starting to get out in some of the white neighborhoods. I went to a place and had lunch with Pat Cormack called Coaches on Banksville Road. Yeah, man, I had lunch there, man, and had a good time.
Who picked up the tab?
You know what, Coach? My arms was a little short. You ever see that alligator commercial? But Coach Carmack's 84 years old. He beat me to the check.
Oh, he's still quick.
He's quick, man. Former basketball coach, man. He stole that check for me, man.
Hey, I still think he competes with Olympics, Senior Olympics. He does stuff.
He's in good shape, man. It was good to see him last night with Sean Gibson. He showed up with Sean Gibson, yeah.
Nice.
Sean Gibson, who's the grandson of Josh Gibson, one of the greatest home run hitters of all time. You know your Negro League baseball.
Yes.
And I didn't know that Satchel Paige and Dobie played on the 1948 World Series champion Cleveland Indians team. Until you told me. You know more about black people than anybody I know.
Ah, come on.
That spray tan is working for you too, buddy.
What spray tan? That's sitting out there sipping green tea. Well, I talk this stuff all year, not just in, once a month. Once a year you talk about Black history.
February, all February I talk about.
I know. You even learn stuff then. It's amazing. Thanks for your compliment. I appreciate it. Sorry to put you on the spot with this, but those non-confirmations that you got the time. Well, I hope you learned some more about Smoking Jim Frazier. He's like a diamond. He got many facets here. And he does tell quite a few stories. Even some of them do come true. And that Penn Hills picking on him, he got friends in Penn Hills. Didn't Bill Neal grow up there?
He ain't a friend.
Ah, come on. Anything else you want to add, buddy? We got a few minutes left.
Well, I did the TV Saturday for the City League high school championships. I was hoping this year that the Westinghouse Bulldogs would make it, but this year Brashear played UPrep. Oh, we got a clap there. We got a clap back there, yeah.
We got a fan. Lindsay Marie
hey,
in the
Lindsay.
house.
Yeah, Bashir and the UPrep played. It was a great game. And UPrep came from behind and won by 1 point.
Get on.
15-14. It was an excellent game.
Wow.
So
the manager doesn't like it. Lindsay Marie's not happy with that. No, well, thanks for the updates. Anything else you want to bring up? Any other high school? What happened with Armstrong?
well, once Gateway put out Zane the Train,
What was the
it
score?
all downhill. Well, it should have been 38-0, but Gateway put in the ninth graders, and it ended up being 38-20. They wanted to save everybody from McKeesport.
Okay. Thanks, Smoking Jim, with the Gateway update. Congrats to your alma mater. My alma mater's moving on, Keystone Oaks.
Keystone Oaks may be my favorite team. They stole a player from Brashear.
Yeah.
Their star wide receiver, Poe, is doing a great job. But that quarterback, Alex Smith, is unbelievable. He already signed a deal with Duquesne University. Pretty smart guy, 6'4", 195 pounds. And it's nothing for him to throw for 400 yards and rush for 100 in the same game. So,
Or even 200.
yeah.
Wasn't he player of the week on Championship Chase?
He was a player. I get to pick on Channel 11 the high school players of the week, and he was one of them. I try to alternate, between weeks. 1 week get a black guy, next week I try to dig hard to find a white guy. But I was able to find a white guy this week. His name is Brady Walker from Gateway, 464 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Turn on Channel 11. There'll be some Gateway representation on Championship Chase, thanks to me. And each week we go into the Steeler locker room and we talk to those guys. So if you guys get a chance, Le'Veon Bell dropped his CD, his rap came out. It's one of the worst I ever heard.
All right, we're positive about all this stuff. Let's move on. That's going to be it for the show. Smoking Jim, thanks for letting me interview you here. You put out some great stuff there, except that Penn Hills talk. Appreciate that. You want to close it with anything?
No.
That helps. And I always end the show with stay Joey strong.